Let's see what all we did yesterday. For that, please help me welcoming our chairperson, Mr. Arindam Ghosh. Arindam has spent 3 decades in the energy with a background in utility modernization and modern energy systems in about 10 countries. Arindam has worked extensively with government, consumer groups, academicians, and multilateral funding institutions on various sectoral reforms and implementation. He has advised multiple governments' digitization and customer enhancement experiences. His core strength lies in efficiency improvement through technological interventions and designing innovative solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. Arindam Ghosh. Sir is partner, government and public sector advisor, Nangianxt.
And I can see that now a lot of people have come in. There's a early morning rain disturbed all of us, so we are all delayed. So a task for me today to recap about yesterday. So it was good to see that, this was the 4th summit, so we had 3 previous summits earlier as well. And so the key points which were discussed yesterday, so I'll take the cue from the very first session where Sudhanshu Gupta from BCG had presented. One of the points he mentioned about that there are a lot of investment coming in the smart meter sector, but how do we actually see that these investments are going in the right direction? So there's a lot of thinking, he put it on us that what do we do about these investments coming in. And some of the, I also attended the sessions where the second session, the panel was a very good panel where I could see that the Aayera management has got a lovely panelist. So it was from customers to the policymakers to the utility and also the system integrator, meter manufacturer. So everyone was there in one panel. And the discussion was that we all know that so much of data is being coming. So what are we going to do about this data? So, and one of the things which a key takeaway for me for yesterday some of the session is that since I also work in some of the international markets. Now Indian smart metering model is being followed by many other countries. So earlier we used to always follow the Western model. Now it's a very good thing. So when we go there, even in Africa, in Central Asia, the people are asking me, oh, because this 250 million meters is quite a big number. So some of these countries, they can think about 1 million. And we are talking about 250 million meters getting implemented. The reason for this is the sizability, the scalability of this particular thing, so why people are looking at India, and the innovation. So it took a lot of time for us, the National Smart Metering, the group which they did, it took some time for them to come up with this model, the TOTEX model, which is the investment, basically in international market they are calling it, you have introduced the PPP model. So the investment which earlier I talked about. So that actually gives them a lot of idea that okay, unless you get the private investment, so none of this such large thing cannot implement. So this is one of the area which I really feel proud that people are following Indian model. So that's one of the key takeaway. And some of the challenges we discussed yesterday were that so much of data coming in, the cyber security. So we had a very engaging session where people talked about how the cyber security can really, so we had that few days back, that how the entire airlines, the hospitals, so they were all down. So that's kind of thing which, just imagine the similar thing can happen in power sector. Someone can just switch off the grids at any point of time, and what can happen to us. So that's the idea. So I have also, worked with like CEA in India. So they are trying to come up with a lot of policies and guidelines. But the challenge again, so I'm discussing with the CEA people, even MOP, they are feeling that Arindam, so these people, the utilities are not seeing this as a real challenge. That's a typical, our probably since most of our utilities are government utilities, so they see that, okay, let the problem come, then we'll react. So that's the area where we discussed a lot yesterday. So I think we need to talk about more today, and that's one of the area where. And anything else I missed about yesterday? So that was the last session, right? Okay, and I can see a good speaker list here. So we'll have a, very good day today. So Mr. Bansal, I can see that he's one of the best speakers I've ever seen. I've listened to. Amit is also here. So I can stop here for the next speaker to come in. Okay, thank you.